Já tô abrindo aqui as paradinhas. Tô carregando aqui minha Steam que não tava aberta. E tá aí que a gente já vai pra live. É isso aí, estamos ao vivo de mês. O chat aqui tem. Vai começar já. Tá abrindo. CSzinho tá abrindo. Estamos live. E o chat aqui, chat. É isso aí. Beleza. Isso aqui inspirou, ninguém comprou. Tava lá pra vender no mercado. Olha aí, rapaziada. Dá pra começar aqui o Mundial 0-0. Não liberaram o IP ainda. Vão liberar o IP. Tem que liberar, né? Tem que liberar. Deixa eu abrir aqui o CSGO pra vocês. Olha aí. Depois de muito tempo, primeiro Major aí, pós-pandemia presencial. Olha lá o troféu. Semifinal hoje. Só terminar de configurar aqui a live. Beleza, o chat tá aberto. Vamos chegando. Vamos de semi, vamos de semi. Bora, bora, bora. Cola na nave. E beleza, maravilha. Como é que tá o áudio? Deixa eu ver aqui como é que tá o áudio. E beleza, maravilha. Como é que tá o áudio? Tá bom, dá pra me escutar bem. Então é isso aí, deixa eu voltar aqui pro jogo. Vai começar, só esperar liberar o IP. E aí a gente conecta. Oh, começou lá, mano. E não vai liberar o IP pra nós não? A Valve, ela é fanfarrona, né? A Valve, ela é fanfarrona. Mas vamos lá, primeiro mapa no cola. Deixa ele carregar, eu só vou buscar uma água e a gente acompanha aí esse primeiro pistol. Tem narrador, malandro. Vamos deixar ele narrando aí pra nós. Eu tiro ele. Deixa ele falando aí.
There is an opening here for Heroic Games. You see Katie thinking about getting proactive, thinking about getting on that flank. He knows now, he hears the footsteps and he's communicating with his teammates.
Oh, a little bit early on that reveal. They're going to be drawn back. No, they can't. Katie, and if he escapes, they run out of time. Nice headshot from Katie, and that'll make a difference for Jack and Emma. Already inside of that defusing was trying.
Que isso?
Katie, what a hero. He threw a wrench and things going into that.
Heroic.
That is valuable time that he buys for his teammates to defend that bomb as well. So fantastic play from the IGL. A little bit of a tough start
Ei,
there,
galera.
that's for sure, but this is everything we were
Sem
hoping for.
brigaria, né?
These two teams so evenly matched.
1-0 aí pra Heroic, hein? Lembrando que nossa aposta aí no concurso de stickers
second round is coming up, and we do have an auto
Isso aí, segundo round está vindo aí, vamos lá, entrou no bombe. Ô louco, não viu foi é nada. Nice play ali, bom tiro. 3 contra 3, hein? Mano, vai ser jogão. Ó Nicola aí, ó Nicola. O AC4 rapaz, erro o tiro. Correu, né? Não vão pra play, mano, não vão pra play. Olha o Nico, mano, mas 2 contra 2. Mas não vão pra play. Beleza, 2-0 Heroic, tudo bem, começando aí. Muito bem de TR, cara, muito bem aí de TR. Aquela bang pra entrar ali foi perfeitinha, cara.
To a trap and it can just be your round done and dusted. We almost saw that with the 2 kills coming in from G2 where it got a little hairy there for Heroic, but they kept their cool and they played the post plant perfectly on the upper side, making sure that there was nowhere for G2 to get in and flank. The one chance was there for Jax and he got shut down immediately as soon as he showed himself.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Probably needed to find that kill in the first round when he was in the hut there, but had to let it go just a bit longer. Third round is coming up. We still have the scout in play and a couple of deagles, so.
Maravilha. Passaram de novo, hein? Já estão lá embaixo.
And a huge stack towards the round room to top it off. I like to see this early from Heroic as well. They're showing G2 this early. It's like just saying, hey, this is something that we're willing to do, and we're going to be able to stick to it pretty quickly here, and we're going to go for it.
Vamos pegar um bombe
so now G2, they
limpinho,
already have to take that into account going forward in this half, that Heroic are going to be willing to go for vent dives, and so that will make them tweak their defense on that upper site. Have to keep that in mind. Heroic, in the meantime, they've got the
olha, nice kill ali do Jax de Deagle, que é outra.
It's always very uncomfortable when you're playing a slow round like this on the T side and then you
E pegaram o bombear limpinho, vaziozinho, vaziozinho. Já perceberam aí que não tem ninguém. C4 cravadinha. E aí é só marcar, tirar bastante arma e vir no próximo round armado aí muito bem. Jax, não tava com essa, hein? Nico também caiu ali. Essa Deagle foguinha é muito bonita, velho. O Nico joga bem de Deagle, né? Isso é um fato. Vamos lá, galera. E aí? Estamos escutando então, né?
I think Heroic, like most of the Danish teams right now, they love that guard aggression. They love not just going down secret, but they love actually flanking all the way past CT spawn. And if you allow them to get in there, well then you're going to lose track of where they are. You're going to lose one player somewhere and it's going to be a bad time.
They're playing on land, guys, just in case you're wondering. So no 40% loss there for Nip this time. We can pretty much guarantee that. G2 won that straight up. 100% loss. Early nades though, and a quick change of pace. Heroic hoping perhaps to get out there quick onto the upper bomb site, or at least keeping G2 aware of the option. G2 really trying to shut that down though. They can
vamos lá, G2.
early on just to make sure that Heroic
Agora é a hora.
can't get comfortable up here on the upper site.
Terror almost out of nades on the Heroic side. That's kind of a mystery, isn't it? We've got a minute and 20 seconds.
Nice kill do Nico.
Timing for Nico. Gets the kill, throws a nade. Well, that could have killed easily Canadian. He's on 1 health, so lucky to be alive. And then instead of backing off, he just doubles down on the aggression. Goes out into the garage and almost spotted by Teslas, but it's a 4-on-4.
Nice play ali do Nico. O Hunter caiu, o Cad na Manek, nice kill, ousado, velho. Foi realmente um grande negócio esse avanço aí. Jogou muito bem.
to get info to figure out where Heroic are going. And so now Heroic have to worry about that point of entry. You can see they're only just now going to start working their way over here.
O Kedjan tá com 1 de HP.
Heroic are getting close to the point of no return. They're going to have to just accelerate.
Ô, Nico, olha o Nico onde já tá, velho.
Yeah, this is going to be such a shutdown. They did have Tessus down, but he's the rest of the team to open up some. That's a strong headshot.
Ah, não, foi o...
Low from earlier out in the yard. He's going to find a headshot.
Tá bom, tá bom. Vai plantar ainda, vai conseguir plantar, velho.
There should be absolutely no way. 5 on the clock. Orbs on the other side. Actually, you can find that. That's still a pretty big win. Time has run out. Does he want to risk it? No, he's going to stay put.
Não compensa não perder ali.
Good defense for G2. Bit of a shame that they lost Nexter in the ramp at the end.
3-1, tá bom, primeiro armado. Não perderam muitas armas, ganharam um round, vamos lá.
It's a terrific start so far for both of these teams, I think. Now that G2 managed to get on the board early, they don't let Heroic start to put too many rounds on that T side. This has been a bit of a comfort pick for Heroic, this map. They only lost to one so far this tournament, and that was 16-14 to Entropic, who have been playing out their minds, who are a real threat to this season. So for Heroic to lose it that close, you know that this is a very good map for them right now. So G2, they're going to have to be on their A game to put an end to the Danish terrors here.
Oh, já passaram Secret.
Shot put through the smoke outside by Amanek. With that smoke wall up, he's not going to have access to the information. You can see that they kind of hang around out here, just waiting to see if G2 are going to try and push for info, but also it lets them get down to the
Kedjan joga bem de alto, tem que tomar cuidado com essa AWP dele ali.
You could almost feel it in this game right here that just what's on the line has just increased so much. Everyone is a little bit more tentative. We are not seeing that all-out wild battle coming in. That's kind of what I expect of Heroic. That's what we've seen so much out of them. But I think everyone is feeling just a bit more nervous because it's a semi-final, and that's what it does. You feel the pressure every step of the way.
Passaram garagem
Start to
ali.
fall back a bit. Nico gonna almost come find him. That's some uncanny.
Ah,
He keeps
Nico.
walking forward. To take him down next on the other side, that's a really good trade. Important stuff for Nexa.
Now Nexa has had his moments so far this major as well. He has certainly stepped up, not only as an IGL, but as a fragger, he can get those trades. And we're getting into it now. 35 seconds on the clock. Hunter, he's got
30 segundos, velho. Tem que acelerar se quiser ganhar, hein. Podia ter errado essa kill. Caraca, deixaram plantar, complicou.
This is a good return from Heroic. If they can get this round, and looks like they will.
Bom round aí da Heroic mesmo, cara.
This is actually a really cool. This is something we don't get to see nearly enough because this kind of strategy from the T side doesn't happen so often.
Se não erra aquele tiro ali de alto, facilitaria. Bora G2. Jogou bemzão até agora, não vai perder na nuvem. Vamos fazer 2-0, acabou, entendeu?
But the bomb is coming in from heaven. That's a crucial detail in that strategy. That's exactly it, because you know you're hoping that the bomb is going in through mid. Focused on the side of Heroic, though, as they pick up their 4th round on this T side of it. And G2 can save 2 guns, though, which is interesting. They are going to have just enough money to get a buy going here on G2 side. So, native key, the M4, a couple of M4s to work with. Jax doesn't have a whole lot of cash, though, so he's going to go for the Deagle just so he can afford to get some nades. This is still going to be a decent fight lead here from G2, so it's not done yet. But a tough beginning. Here's that second rifle round. But his teammates on the ball side, they were blind for a second. That could have been so scary.
Pensei que ia passar ainda.
Just to essentially flex on them, run onto that side. If you get that first breakdown right, you get the entry you need. But
nossa, nice HL no Nico. Tirou muito dano, cara. Essa é uma boa, nunca pensei em fazer, mas faz sentido. Ah, ele tem um varadinho ali, quer ver? Não, é só um pezinho.
Angle over the top, and there's the shot. Drops Nexa, brings it back to a 4-on-4. Open here now. With that smoke down, there is a gap, however, and he had a chance to bring it back to get his team the man advantage. Instead, now Heroic have access to the bomb side.
Yeah, they can make their way down there. Test is going to clear out.
Onde está? Onde está? Boa, o Jax tá ligado.
Is so critical here. Maybe G2 can win this round back. They are in a 4-on-3. There are no more nades on the heroic side. They do have a single Molotov on Aminé, but no smokes for the defuse. So that's the lay of the land right here as we go into the retake.
E galera, tem uma mole e uma flash, velho. Dá pra ir.
Heroic are off to such a powerful start on Nuke. He threw all three of them coming around the corner. They all holding. Turning for the grenade.
Cadian, tá ligado, velho. Sushi ali.
Follow it up now. Aminé all on his own. He can get one of them, but he knows there's no time. He can't even smoke it and did what he did. Almost dipped the pistol round. He has to just run away.
Caraca, mano, como é que entrega esse round? Pezinho muito bom ali, velho. Olha a torcida da Heroic.
And I think at this moment now you're going to let this round go. This is going to be a round of eco coming up based around this AWP. So if Aminé can get in a position to find a kill early with that, terrific. Although Heroic have been throwing those nades out in yard, those smoke walls, so he doesn't really have too many opportunities early to come up with anything. If he can be in the right place at the right time, that's going to be good. But I expect to see a timeout called pretty soon here from G2. They may want to actually start having a bit of a chat about what they need to do to jump into the next buy round. Again with the chance.
Nice kill ali do Nico. Que isso, velho? Nice kill do Jax.
Man advantage for G2.
Oh, it gets taken away so quickly. That's unfortunate. It would have been really cool if they could have just settled down a bit in that 4 versus 3, take some time to think about what was coming next, but still, it's winnable. Aminé has got that AWP back at the A-bomb side. Jax and Nex are playing.
3x3, cara. Não tá ruim não. Manek conseguiu uma W ali.
Let's just see. 7th round here. This is the kind of round, we talked about this a lot in the quarterfinals, but if you win a round like this, it's going to fire the team up. It's going to get everyone hyped, so a lot is riding on this as well.
Nice kill do Refresh.
Good. Smoke going up right in front of Refresh. And that will be a 3-on-2 now. Still have 45 seconds, and you know what? Credit to Heroic for not just pushing into a bomb side rapidly, trying to get something happening. They're really slowing it down. That is the last part of their game.
Tá rolando, mano. Começou! Nice kill do Stevan ali, mano. Ah, o Herói tá jogando muito bem, mano. O Manek guardou mal. O Broequinho tá bom, mano.
For G2 to find any kind of footing in that round, and so far, I mean, Heroic that's not as dominant as G2 in man advantage situations. G2 have the 81% win rate, 5v4, but Heroic are right behind with 76. I mean, both of these teams, it's real fun actually if you look at the statistics of both of these teams lined up side by side. Individually, you have guys who are off the charts like Nico, but as a team, the two of them are almost indistinguishable. They're so close in terms of performance. That's why this semifinal could be one of the most exciting we've had in so long, because these are very evenly matched teams.
No Pro é totalmente diferente, né? Os caras dão uns pezinhos, fazem umas paradas muito loucas. No dia a dia a gente jogando ali esquece. Cada um por si, olha lá.
The way that Nico has started off some of these games, where he's at 15 kills while everyone else is at 4 or 5, you know, just is such a round start for him.
Mas a Herói tá jogando muito. Eu nem vi se foi pique deles ou não. E se não foi, estão jogando bem. Ah, velho, foi boa. Pegou o Refresh, pegou o Steven.
Heroic were trying to beeline it towards Secret to get to the lower side. Nico could still push some shots. And yeah, they're charging him. They're putting some pressure on him. To hear that refresh now, this is going to be the game of cat and mouse. Who turns the corner at the right time?
Oh, this is scary. You're right. Who's going to find whom? Nico, he's a bit paranoid. He might have heard some steps. He's certainly thinking about it. Oh, but there's a plan B. And Cadian is it. Oh! He just threads the needle. If he peeks any wider, he's at the minimum going to get traded and might even die before he gets the kill. That's a very narrow margin to pick up that kill. Makes it a final. Safe place.
The finest margins there. That is incredible. Nico gets away with that highway robbery, and Refresh is just going to be left shaking. Wondered what could have gone better there.
Tomar cuidado esse salto do Cadian, que ele castiga.
Nico's peeled off. He's got that AUG, and so he can play a bit further back and still be a real threat. As far as Heroic are concerned, now that they've got Testis working his way down to the lower halls, this is still a matter of finding a weakness, and G2 have really established strong defense everywhere on the map by the looks of things.
They have, and even more worrisome, there's only 27 seconds left. They really need to find an entry. They need to go quick. If anything screws up now, they're not going to have time to recover the bomb. So Hunter is up on the hub already.
Tava na mão, velho. Que isso, mano? Bom, botei a G2 no negócio de stick, tem que ganhar, velho. Se fizer 2 a 0, melhor ainda, mano. Acaba mais rápido.
And that's a moment where G2 could easily start to feel nervous. You could actually see it on Hunter when he was up on that. He was like standing up like, am I going to see someone? Should I do something? It's really hard to stay put even though it seems like they're not doing much.
The thing is that he waited on his teammate to take the first contacts there. That's what has to happen if that's what
E Magalista, vai dar licença aí não pra galera assim, tá? Se não ficar de tanta ali. Ah, Magali tá muito tiazinho.
G2 had everything they needed to start getting their game plan going with some aggression outside in the yard.
Que isso, Jax? A G2 acordou, hein? Herói. Nice kill ali do Steve. Estava. Podia falar um pra esses caras. Bom varadinho, mano.
And Jax heard you and he took that personally, Anders. Decided to take it out on Heroic in the end. This is going to be incredibly frustrating though for Heroic and their money. They finally succeeded in whittling down Heroic's bank. G2, Cadian, Stan, they've got a couple of rifles, money to fall back on. If they don't get a bomb plant here, the next round is going to be so tight.
Trying to get a little bit of a boost.
Boa, Jax. Jogou pra caramba nesse round aqui, hein?
There are so many problems with playing the back of that silo when that Molotov comes in through the ceiling. Yeah. Because you have a hard choice to make. You can either do what he did and smoke it off, or you can try and run outside of the range of the Molotov, but there probably are going to be flashbangs following it up. So while you're figuring out what you want to do, flashes are raining into your face. The fact that he actually went on the left side of the silo means he was maybe even covered. The flashes maybe would have hit him in the same way. It worked out so well. That's incredible.
Adjustments being made, and here we go. Hard round of eco.
Vamos de novo, galera.
They finally tapped their bank, and G2 can get around where they should feel pretty good. Going up against opponents with Glocks and P250s for the most part. There is a Tech 9 on refresh. We'll see if he can get that into action.
Boa, Nico.
A little bit late on the spray, but they catch up on it. Nico's in position to cut them down. Heroic not quite making it to that lower bomb site. They really need a bomb plant in this round.
Mané, boa kill ali. Sobrou só não sobrou nada. Já foi pro espaço. E agora, eu falei, mano. 9-6, vamos lá. Chama no 9-6. Primeira pausa aí da Heroic, hein? Entrar em choque. Perderam o quê? 4 seguidas? 3 seguidas.
Maybe take a crack at Nico and then plant the bomb, but when half the team's getting lost in there, it doesn't work nearly as well. Well, that guy's on fire.
That guy's pumped up right now, loving it. Getting all the attention.
Yeah, and rolling with it. He's winning.
And so attack timeout called. As we get back into the thick of things here, it is going to be G2 starting to actually get some momentum shifting their way. Full buy once again on their side. All the nades that they need. Stoughton, Mr. Lucky Shot. Now I see kills while flashed. So he had 1 kill while flashing, so that's one. That's all still. Doesn't matter, flashed or not, they know the angles. How many players have we seen die today?
Yeah, at this level, we make our own luck.
That's exactly what they manufacture. Still, 4 rounds on the board for G2. They would like to double that going into this remainder of this half. So we'll see if they're going to be capable of it or not. Heroic now deciding to change it up a little bit with some presence. A little bit more passive out in the yard, not necessarily getting up there and fighting early this time.
Rapaz, tomou. O Sushi já levou o Hunter. Cadê? Ninguém nem viu. O Refresh não quer nem saber, mano. Ele vai jogar agressivando e não tá nem aí. Tá confiante. Caraca. Caraca, mané, que não pode, velho. Boa, né? Machucou 4 de HP. Cego, velho.
Oh, heroic. They're getting away with a couple of things in this round.
Oh, they are.
Ó, o refresh.
That's absurd. You did manage to get the kill on
Não,
Showspace.
não, não.
Teams go against the
Vai tomar de lado.
whether or not they're going to refresh. Doesn't even need to get the kill. Instead, the trade is
Não, galera.
hits the shot from on low.
4 de HP cego, caraca.
One bullet does the trick.
Aí não dá, né?
Back in the driver's seat, they've got 7 rounds now. And G2 are going to have to spend all of that money that they've been saving up over the past couple of rounds.
Same slow start here for heroic.
O refresh tá jogando muito agressivo.
Outside, Amanek gonna be making his way up the secret stairs as well.
It feels like Heroic were clearly expecting some shenanigans on the part of G2 out here in Yard. With the way that they're holding these angles,
yeah,
they were expecting G2 to start trying to throw some haymakers out here, trying to get aggressive. We saw a lot of that against NIP in G2's quarterfinal that they won. They won that 2-0, but it was...
O Mané também não quer nem saber, velho. O Mané que não respeita nada esse Alp, tá parecendo Fallen. Ele avança de Alp e não tá nem aí. E vai trazer vantagem, mano. Tem errado uns tiros. Está avançando ali. Rapaz. O Nico deixou entrar, velho.
Trying to see if he could maybe defend it away here in the 2-on-3. Shush is down and out next of the strong defense. Killian.
Boa.
He's going to go down. Amanek just holding that right hand side. Again, good moves for Amanek. Instead of trying to be the hero and run in on your own to fight him, hold that one side, wait for the teammates to show up. If he steps out, it's chance to win the round. Otherwise, he's got a box there and can't escape.
Mas você foi por cima,
Magali, deixa ele deitar no seu tapete. Deixa ele. Deixa ele. Vem cá. Tá? É muito. Deixa. Vem cá, vamos mostrar você na live. Passou já de novo, velho. O Nico não viu, mano.
That's going to be an easy shot if they decide to walk past. They probably won't. Instead, they might have to use another smoke when they only have one.
Tirou bastante dano.
Very good, and even at the long range spray, but Tessus will beat him to the punch. Does make it 4-on-4 now. Amanek holding the ramp for a while longer. They're already checking out lobby.
Cara, tem que tomar cuidado, o refresh já passou lá, mano. Ó, eles estavam 10 de HP, mano. 16, 10, estão bem meados, velho.
That's crazy patience playing off from Stavins to just hold the line like that. He is just praying that nobody's on HUD. Then a peek at him and it works out wonderfully. Now they're back into it.
Não, velho. Ô, Mané, você vai avançar quantos rounds assim, velho?
Going into the upper bomb side, Jack's not able to transfer the spray. Tessus again surviving with 4 health. It's all on Nexa now in a 1v3.
They built a little totem pole in the middle of lobby.
That's sick.
You're not expecting that. That is so
Caraca,
rare.
mano, vai ser doído esses jogos, hein?
This would be the kind of round that if you clutch it again, that'll get the team fired up and get them back into the mix. He's looking for a kill, but the problem is he has to get one so early. That's almost done already. A little bit of a peek there. Now they know where he is. The element of surprise taken away. Nade on the other side will not kill.
Boa! Aí defusa direto.
Kill on Shush, but time is already so low. He's gonna go straight for it, try and hold it
Mano,
down. Hope that- No, as soon as he
defusa
faces it,
direto, mano. Pros não fake.
it's another round for Heroic. 8 to
O
5.
Refresh tá jogando bem, mano.
Refresh played that perfectly, but again, there is no weakness on Heroic in that sense. They can all clutch, they can all play this.
Ele não tem tanta kill, ó. Mas ele pega muita informação, ele tá agressivando muito, cara.
It's amazing. It's what's carried them deep into
Ele
tournaments,
avança,
gotten them into the semifinals
ele desce lá
in
pra B
Stockholm.
pelo Secret,
Heroic, a
ele
real
pega
threat.
informação.
But with eight
Nem
rounds
sempre
on the
kill é
board now on
jogo.
this T-side, Nuke is still much more even than it's ever been before.
True.
Can go 8-7, 9-6, and you're still not feeling like it's the end of the world. But you know that G2 would have liked to have started strong here, winning the half on the CT side.
It's so interesting because this match right now feels like Heroic have shown up with a plan and they're just executing it round for round. They look really solid. You're kind of, I'm just waiting for that moment when the mental switch happens for G2, when they sort of realize, all right, this is the kind of fight that we're going to be having now. We're going to bring the fight to. I feel like that hasn't really happened yet. So some tension in the air here as we move to the 14th round. They've got to find some
Matou.
ways to unlock this game for them because right now Heroic
Deu
are
bastante
kind of getting away
dano.
with more than I was expecting actually.
Ó, os caras não respeitam, mano. Vão passar
Once again, we're in
todas.
this weird duel where the opponents can't really see each other. It's all about a guessing game. Who's going to be where? Flash over the top. Nico electing to play mega passive. That's about as far back as he can, barring CT side. Or CT spawn, rather.
Nexus the only one down here. They're not gonna fight him just yet. It can
Mano,
be
aí
a
que
pretty
pegou
quick drop with the rest of
Gustavo.
them up at the A-bomb site. Gustavo goes down. That's a pretty good start. They can get fairly early. Down below, he actually does get the one kill, but Shush will be there for the trade. I still think that's not that bad. They can be there quickly for the retake.
Os caras vão fazer o que quiser, mano.
So anything is still
Não
possible.
pode deixar passar sem trocar assim, velho. O Hunter pegou ali o card. Difícil não tá, mano. 4x2. Tomar cuidado.
It's a good headshot for Tessus. And now the Galil left on its own. Nice shot there. Still
Smoke é smoke. A bomba, mano.
one defuse, one covering that side. On the other side, they're not quite sure. He doesn't guess the angle. They're still on it. 2 seconds.
É muita coragem.
Yes, it will be G2 to pick up the round.
Tá bom, tá bom. O importante é que pontuou. Vamos lá, mano. 8-6 também não foi dos piores rounds, não. Não, se é um TR bom, tá bom.
From different sides, they're kind of grouping up into a death ball and just using the weight of numbers to get them onto the bomb site and to keep trading their way into it. They end up in a 2v1 there, and that's exactly according to plan as far as G2 are concerned. So long as they can trade somebody and get the info, it's fine, it works. And then it's just having faith that you're going to be able to defend your
Era pra
teammate
gente tá
as he gets that
assistindo a
defuse.
Fúria agora.
Such a close run thing there for G2, hoping to pick up the last round, and this is not a strong buy.
O Cadinho trocou. Boa.
It is just a single AK running into Mini. And they're going to dive down the vent again. They're straight on it. That was
Deu
Katie
bastante dano
just
ali
on
no
a rampage into
Cheese.
the main of A. And now they're going to be down below with the bomb. Shush is the one carrying it.
Os caras já estão no bomb de novo, mano. É impressionante, velho. Eles vão plantar todo round, vai jogar retake, mano.
Molotov is down, waiting for them.
Não quero nem saber. Vou entregar a B e vou jogar retake. É ter muita confiança, entendeu? Tá dando bom? Tá bom. Pode dar ruim? Pode dar muito ruim. Boa! Cadê o kit? Jogão, jogão.
They're going to be winning a 7th round. G2, that is a critical way to get back into the first half.
Primeira metade muito boa. finalzinho.
down that way. I really was
E vamos lá, segunda metade. G2 agora é de
in
DR.
the first half. I feel like, I mean, G2 started to wake up a bit. Even worse still. For his team, he is looking good once again. And that has to be a bad sign for G2.
Deixaram o Nico de P250 colete, hein? A galera confia no cara, velho.
He's got that long range, one tap potential. And he's got Hunter here, so maybe an A crunch. They could do anything. They could actually just make this up on the spot. They could also crunch the lobby, or sorry, the ramp. I'm gonna go for it. Wrapping all the way around through hell into heaven. And yet, once again, Heroic relocate to the bomb side so they don't get shot from the high ground. Kind of a classic move, but now they have to retake it, and that will not be easy.
Boa, Nico. Não, maneque. 4x3, mano. Olha, time, toma cuidado aí.
He almost caught him reloading there. That would have been a nightmare. No kit currently picked up. Don't know if Stown had one, but if not, they are going to have to move really quickly. They're running out of time much faster.
Boa, Jax. Boa, Hunter. Que isso. Vamos lá.
Not even going to be needed, but he could have definitely found a kill. Jax instead with a double. Hunter with a double. And G2 well on their way now. Winning the pistol in the second half. They're a little bit slow out the gate, but you can feel they're waking up now.
That looked so clean and comfortable. Nico is able to spot Stown crouching in the corner there. That is the last place Stown wants to be. And then on top, this is the thing, it just opens up all of the angles for the post plant. It's a real nightmare for Heroic at that point. And yeah, Nico, there we go. Popping off a little bit, showing some emotion, showing some height.
Aí, agora, armado pra cima, não quero nem saber. Tomou bastante dano no Nico, hein?
Yeah, it could have been scary there. He just stops and waits, maybe expecting someone to flash their way through.
Oh, this is cool. We don't get to see this very often here in the lower hall. Overlapping lines of defense here. Heroic just hoping.
Nico, vai tomar de costa, irmão. 8 de HP, mano. Tinha 2. Tá bom, deu bastante dano.
And you find someone on the missed opportunity. Oh, he is quick up the ladder, climbing away. Aminek trying to chase him down.
Não, gente.
Oh, Cadian with the kill on Aminek. That took a lot.
This is out and out chaos now, though. But with 50 seconds left, there's still time for G2 to maneuver here. They could go for this bomb plant and just stick it immediately and really start to put the pressure back on Heroic. Once that bomb is taking,
É, Magali, tá pegada aqui a parada, hein? 3x2, complicado.
Nexa has to win this fight, and he gets it done. 2-on-2.
Huge battle there with the MAC-10. That's important. And yep, the refresh doesn't really do anything at all.
Boa, Jax.
He realizes not gonna happen now. Might as well save the scalp. That was a crazy
Salvar scout é Digo. E tem colete também, né?
Talk about, I mean, that's so nuts that it's Cadian as well. But he's just so
Próximo round, molequinho, tá bom.
Filthy. But it's not enough here for Heroic because it's taking a round of hard. G2 holding on to the rifles. They saved 2 Galils going into it. It was a bit more expensive than they would have liked. But what's really counting here for G2 is that they get the rounds on the board. 9th round here on this T side. And they're starting to show a little bit as well what the game plan can be here. Getting Nico out in the yard, they get the smoke wall down. They're just already showing. They're gonna have to take that into account. It is pretty much the bread and
Essa faquinha bonita, hein?
with the smoke wall out in the yard on Nuke.
Oh, hearing the cheers.
We have a chance. We've got some French fans still here. Seeing the French flags. Haven't heard the Marseillaise yet, but maybe there's still chance. There's still time.
That's good. It's about time as well. 9-8 the scoreline. 18th round coming at you. Shush with the Zeus.
Ah, galera, Equinho. Vamos perder pra esse eco. Olha os Just.
Good angle for it as well.
It's so nasty.
Yeah, but it should be G2 walking away with this round. That's kind of the setup for this one. I mean, I would be a bit worried. The scoreline kind of doesn't look away. Maybe it's about to be 10-10. Like a pretty close game.
Oh, o Just, velho.
All the misfortune right there. Nico with the double kill outside though. And trying to tap it away, almost clicking away down as well.
Eu ia ficar muito pistola, velho.
They can't really do anything, can they?
No Major, velho. Ah, não basta passar essa humilhação no matchmaking, passar no Major também. Ó, o Cadian. Deu um preju ali com essa... Tomou.
He's walking up behind him. This Mac 10, this should be a free right around the corner. He's going now there's 38 seconds with a stunning headshot. It's going to be up to Jax now to try and bring it back 1 versus 2. And he is out of time already. He needs to move real quick here. You can't play this one slowly. You got to get that bomb, and you have to have time to fake it at least once you're on the bomb side. Otherwise, it's not going to be a chance, and they're already set up. They're a step ahead in this chess game. 18 seconds. To the side, check in the corner, getting shot in the back.
Como é que perde pra eco desse, velho? Nossa, mano, vai ser jogão. Um herói que jogou muito agora. Mas faltou um pouco de atitude, sabendo que os caras iam estar de eco, velho. Pode respeitar, não.
And just getting bogged down, wondering if this was a little bit of fear, a little bit of hesitation getting shown on the side of G2 when things started to go against them in the round. You start just trying to lock it down and stay put, but as we saw, that just gives time for Heroic to maneuver around you and get that going. Nico just got blindsided. So we're tied up around early here. Heroic should have been with G2 on double digits. Instead, G2 was forced.
Boa, boa. Não, garante o plant. Não tem mais um smoke, não tem nada, né? Isso é um... Boa, né?
That's a good start, but now Katie is weirdly on the T roof. What is happening?
How does this even happen?
I thought maybe he was going to try and flash test this in from the ceiling, but he's just creeping down here. MP9 in hand. No bomb plan yet. G2
no bomb plant yet.
To try and get this round back. If they lose this round, it's an absolute nightmare for the G2 side of things. Timing is impeccable. Tesses with the kill. Nico, he's been very lonesome. Yep, that is the best move that he could have done. If only he had a Molotov to throw behind him so that he can't follow him, but he doesn't have that kind of luxury.
Nico pegou de lado.
They've got him locked in box.
Tá bom, plantou. Caraca, mano. Demorou demais a virar, velho.
These freeze calls are really working against G2 in the end. Because again, if Heroic are known for this on their CT side, they're known for being...
Mas tinha que ter feito isso no round anterior, mano. Você entra no bombe assim, do jeito que entrou aqui agora, com os caras de eco, sem colete, velho. Ó, jogou o pistol. Segundo round os caras forçou. Sabe que no terceiro vai vir de eco, mano. Joga junto. Estoura um bomba, mano. Ficaram lá no meio marcando, tentando pegar a kill.
The 18th round, that made a through the smoke, or at least attempting it. Hard shot down from the M4 on the other side. Makes it a 5 versus 3. Man, what's the plan for G2 to get back into this? Now they're suddenly out of money.
It's just like the first half, though. That's the issue, because now Heroic were able to get a few rounds on the board early in the first half because they broke G2's economy, and so on the CT side you want those grenades. On the T side it costs less money to get equipped, but right now G2 are just struggling to get the bomb planted. That's a bonus 800 in your pocket and pretty much a set of nades if you can make that happen, and yet Heroic are just not allowing it. So G2, and this was something that was mentioned by the analysts, that they have slow starts in these halves sometimes where they have to battle back. They still end up with a respectable scoreline, but you're wondering where were they in the first 5 rounds of the half to really give them a dominant scoreline. And so it feels like right now G2, again, they've kind of given Heroic a chance to get a few rounds on the board that they really shouldn't.
I would love nothing more if the plan was just to boost Nico up on the red container outside and just have him shut it down with just AK headshots all across the board. He is just a level above everyone else in the server, so let's prove it. Let's take him out And then from there on out, I mean, even if it's just a one kill out in the yard, you can build so much behind it. But you have the secret super weapon that is Nico. Use it.
No timeout called either. Was curious to see if we were going to get one called by G2 here. But it's not going to happen. Really sticking to the plan. Malek not feeling like this is the time to try and slow things down. The team is already Nico once again out early. Originating from Heroic. They want to take this fight early. They know that G2 are the ones who are feeling like they're on the back foot and have to make a play. Heroic were willing to meet that.
Almost a big kill there. Nico sneaking up past the smoke. Is this the right idea? Get the entry, the kills. There's the headshot to take down Tessus. It's a good start. No immediate follow-up either for Heroic. No one can really revenge that kill. So they're just going to have to take it on the chin and play 4 and 5 instead. Could be actually double setup inside of the A bomb site, which, again, if the grenades start raining down on this part of the map, it could be pretty rough if you play 2 people at the back of the A bomb site, because then everyone's just getting Molotov.
Stops close here though. Yep, this fresh smoke goes down at the minute mark on Squeak. G2 just kind of waiting, sitting, because they know right now Heroic are down a man. Heroic should be the ones who need to make some kind of play.
Yeah, they're waiting for that. They're really expecting it too. And it hasn't happened yet. Out of nades on the CT side, so the slow play from G2 means the CT side has got no more nades to fiddle around with. It's a little bit of first time. Maybe a crossfire could be set up. And now maybe they can actually save the round. And it's going to be a quick trade, but refresh. That's third man on the bomb site that they were not expecting. They were probably doing that count out loud. There's 1, there's 2. Where is the third man? And they realized too late. Nico on his own with 8 seconds on the clock.
Os caras estão muito bem posicionados, né? Muito trade, cara. É um deitando pro outro tradear, velho.
So we're gonna have a moment here where it is gonna be on G2 to try and come up with something, because it felt like
Nico 21/14. Bem baiter também, mas tá jogando muito.
Early as well with the AG early on when Stalin was trying to go to secret, he got caught by Nico in the open. So a lot of pressure from G2, and yet it feels like G2 just got read like a book there. Heroic with the extra man.
It's so nerve-wracking, isn't it, though, when you see him with the smoke, because you know they're going to run through. You know they're going to do it, and if he is just a bit late, you know, switching out our pistol or rifle, something, they're going to be through and shooting him in the face. So, good stoppage there. But I always get so nervous when you see the pistols on the other side of a Molotov like that. You know they're going to smoke it, and then they're just going to come bursting through.
The thing is, now that the A1S is really the gun of choice on the CT side, it's just so satisfying to see those sprays. It's just so satisfying. It's like laser beams. Pew, pew.
So good, isn't it? You were
the best.
You were right. Eventually, settled up.
Eventually, it took a while.
Took a while, but the devs came around. Listen, I'm gonna have to now.
Oh. They are going to go down.
Estão muito bem posicionados todo round, cara.
Here for Heroic. Tessus with the triple, and then just G2 gets the door closed on him when they try to go out towards that vent. 13 rounds on the board for Heroic on this CT side, and here's the big buy round coming up for G2. Time to make some noise, because this is it. We're approaching the end here on this first.
Será que vai que passa, velho? Tá jogando.
Yep,
Tá jogando bem, tá jogando forte. Bastante trade.
13 what a feeling in this room.
Okay, this is already a change. Yeah, enemy presence in the yard from G2, straight down secret as well, and now Nico's clearing out. This is so big. Heroic have given them so much room to work with out here.
He got flashed through by a teammate, and he's got so deep map control. This is crazy. Heroic don't even know this right now. This could be just a knockout punch. Exactly the kind of trick you need to get by. You'd see, by the way, Stown is moving. He's running, stepping all over.
Lá fora, mano.
Someone could be here. He's deeply infiltrated the lineup. Straight shot to take down Stown. But again, even though you could say, oh, maybe you should have played for the double kill. No, you think about the defense on the side. They are completely shattered right now. They have no idea where they could stand. Where is safe? You see Cadian almost getting shut down from that high ground position. It clears the way. They could run onto that bomb site and get that bomb plant down as well. It's a 3-on-4, but also a 5-on-4 here, but still, it is looking so good for G2 in this round. It's 80% of the way there just from that one kill.
It's the must-win round here, and that fresh smoke may prompt them to rotate around towards ramp. Something like that's what's going to happen here. Nico is going to be held up top, so he's going to be the one on the flank, and hoping to get Heroic. But in the meantime, yeah, Cadian just never expecting it. Havoc takes him out for free.
Abriu os três junto, mano.
They need to accelerate, and they need to win this round.
20 seconds. That's really the only word in this round is the time that's left. But Jax will make sure it's not an issue.
Boa, Manek.
Oh, wow. This is a round where they hit every single shot that they needed to, and then on top of them, completely outpulled Heroic. Just their brains from the minute they started with the final kill, 10 to 13. Oh, they needed that badly, and they need to keep building.
We're clearly expecting it to be much more mid-aggression, inner aggression, essentially.
Yes.
Because they just had no presence in the yard at all this round, not expecting Nico to be out there that quickly. They were clearly expecting it to be action on the inside of the structure. And so, Heroic, sometimes you just have to shake out that round. It's like, right, we thought one thing, we got it wrong. Forget about it, move on. The only brutal thing here is that this is going to force them to spend a tremendous amount of money on Heroic. So that bank that they've been building, this is what they have it for, but it's not going to last for long at this rate. G2, though, on the other side, full buy. Ready to go, and I'm curious to see if they decide to go for a rinse and repeat. Because Heroic
Mano, dá pra chegar mais 6 pontinhos G2.
They didn't see the flashes, they didn't see which smoke wall was used, they don't have any tells to warn them about what Nico did to get into the position that he got.
Well, also, it probably means that Heroic will have to try and commit a
Realmente, o Nico ele agressivou ali, pegou uma posição muito boa, cara.
Instead of later down the road, right? They can start to think, well, we know they're probably going to have someone hard on the outside yard here, so maybe we try and do a little bit of an earlier move towards, let's say, the vent. Nico, he's just holding it a little bit more passively now. There is the wall on the other side of Cadian. We've seen how dangerous he could be with that weapon, so no one wants to really go and fight that. Tessus is coming out of secret as well, we're about to anyway. So they've got a pretty big presence out in yard this time.
It's fakes on fakes. Just fully expecting early aggression from Heroic. Now we'll get the smoke wall thrown in, and Tessus, yep, he can still be the for Heroic. He can still be the hero, especially with that Molotov. Gives him a bit of cover to work with here. G-Molly, though, gonna force him back further. And G2 methodically clearing it out here.
Yeah, good work. Almost running through their own fire to try and beat him to the punch. I think they know that he's dead. This is a great way to take the yard, but the downside, what you're paying with is time. That's the issue, right? You're gonna run out of time if you keep playing this slowly, and that worries me. Nexa setting up the Molotov to go down behind the silo, and we'll see if it's gonna be. So the bomb is still outside. What are they doing, G2? This is crazy to me. They are so slow in this round. I just feel the hair standing up at the back of my neck because this is going to be cutting it down to the last possible second. Refresh, fighting Hunter now. If he gets that kill, that might just be the round over with the rest of them trying to come up with this.
Nossa, gente, eles estavam muito bem posicionados.
And it's ready on the other side. Heroic, they are looking sharp at the moment. 4 versus 2. Nico and Nexa, they just can't do anything. They left it so late in the round. Kill. And doesn't even do that. Counter-terrorist win. Oh, taking him with him, sitting inside of the flames. That That's cutting it
Complicado, complicado.
Is this the lack of killer instinct on the side of G2 that's getting shown here? Because it feels like that's a round where you would have enough room to work with. You got Jax in a position to stop any kind of secret rotations. You got Nico eventually up into the high ground as well. So it feels like you had your options lined up for you. It was just that instinct to go, right? Before it was too late to really put the pressure on Heroic.
I mean, the
G2 tá muito bem planejado, cara, nesse mapa.
Great move for Heroic. All of the momentum away from G2. They're not attacking the bomb side, they're trying to stay alive. Nico almost made the cross, but not quite. Stown will take him down, 4 and 5. The rest of them trying to make the path. I don't know if there was a gap, doesn't seem like it. So just gonna be making their way downstairs, but they've lost Nico. Heroic up 2 rounds away now. This is their map pick, of course.
Yes.
So maybe not completely unexpected, but I love to see G2 fight their way back. They did such a great job coming back into the first half. I feel like this second half, though, they've been struggling with the economy, and Heroic, once they stole those couple of rounds with the Deagle and the Scout, everything changed.
Well, we may actually get to see what G2 are made of here when it goes against them as well.
Meu Deus, mano. A
A
galera tá muito perdida, velho.
This tournament, Anders. And here you are in the semifinals. Is this when you want to start learning? Or if you like to lose maps in a tournament, it's late in the game. We're gonna see. Oh, cutting it close there, Cadian.
Yeah, but he wanted to stop the bomb from going down to the default position, so a little bit scary. Stown those finding kills every time. 3rd kill in the round for him. Hunter and Jax, 2 versus 4 to try and hold on to this and keep the dream alive, at least on this map. And now it's all Hunter. They know that he's back here, but they definitely do now. Shush will find
15. Jogaram muito, velho. Jogaram muito.
15 on the board for Heroic. And part of the problem here really is because Stown, the second kill they got was on Nexa, who was all the way out by basically C spawn. What they wanted was the 3-man setup to go get the bomb in B and of revelation in this tournament so far.
Yeah, he's one of the heavy hitters for Heroic. Everybody's had their moments. Refresh even starting to catch up as well. He had a bit of a cold start to the map. He's now sitting on 16 kills. He's been one of the top-rated players for Heroic so far this tournament. So, Heroic just continue to deliver. It's absurd how good these guys are after this period. And with all the talent going into it, but here's Nico. He best stopping outside. Headshot on him. Man advantage for G2.
Bora lá.
So that's what you
Fazer
need to
garantir esse overtime.
find that kill. He is the main problem that they've been facing outside. So yeah, send Nico. 4 versus 5. Still mostly gravitating around that lobby position. And a bunch of people there. I haven't seen too many crazy lobby crunches coming out either from the Heroic side, but it is good to be prepared because it's one of those things you probably only do once in a TT side. You don't do it all the time. But if you're a little bit careless on the T side and you've got like 1 or 2 people who are hanging around and suddenly the flashes and the 3-way push comes in, it can be devastating. So happy to see G2 be aware of that potential danger that could come down the road. Nico, all the flashes there, no, the smoke instead. He maybe could have had the shot, but Amanek clean and on the point to take down Cadian. G2, 5 rounds in a row is what they need. It is a good start right here. 37 seconds on the clock as well. Oh, there comes the lobby.
Mano, tava ligado. Boa, Hunter.
A little bit of a fight, but Hunter stands tall.
Agora o Hunter tava
The
ligado.
reason that was dangerous is there was not that much time left, and Nexa was right there with Hunter with the bomb. So if somehow they get both the kills, the bomb is in lobby, Heroic could still win the round, but it's a good round, 11 to 15.
Terrific stuff. And once again, I mean, G2 right now going into this had a terrific scoreline as far as man advantages are concerned. They're not a team to drop at 81% win rate when in a 5v4. So if Nico can find you that opening kill on Stock, the team is just so good at locking it down from there on out. We just them just whittling down that defense one man at a time.
Now he's making it work. Oh, he's so brave right now. Molotov as well, it's down. It's gonna put out the Molotov at the very least, but you can tell.
Essa mole não pegou, mano.
Over the top of those smokes is so perfect. It just sets it up for Nico to go right through. Stan ate that one, and he barely gets out of there alive. Down to half health. Rotation coming in now from Heroic to try and help their teammate out. Now Nico has to worry about being in the right place at the right time.
And he's checking everything. It's great that they survived the initial burst there from Nico, because that's the whole power behind that. If he just charges out there, flash, and gets a kill, that's hard to deal with. Now they've got Shush and CT spawn, so if Nico can't sneak past like he did earlier,
Mas
or at
4
least he's gonna have to
pontinhos,
fight hard
velho.
for it. 47 seconds now. They are making their way through Squeak. It's going to be the entire rest of G2 to try and just blow out into that side. Nico, there's the first point of contact. Hunter with the opening kill. And it's down again to fall. Great stuff here for G2.
No, Nico!
Shush is going to stay alive, but it isn't worth it. This is about the money. They just need one more round, Heroic. No point in giving it up.
I thought Tessa was just going to leave the creek behind for a second there. Took a look down at it, that garbage. But he's going to hold on to it, saving it for the next round as well. I mean, every gun matters at this point for Heroic, and it would have been a disaster, an utter disaster, had they lost this round and lost their rifles, because it's just going to put them back to square one. You can see their economy is
Realmente perder essas armas aí nesse round aqui seria quase desastre, eu diria.
These playoffs so far, Anders, is just how even it's been between the teams. No team is getting blown out here. You're not having single-digit scores for the losers. It's all double digits. It's all close. This is win, and it is at the top of Counter-Strike right now. It's a long round on the board for G2. There you go, man.
But Stown's had a couple of rounds now where he's been the target, and he's lost those
3
fights.
pontinhos a gente vai com overtime.
They identified where it is that he's going. I mean, he's essentially playing Nico's role out there, where he's just kind of hanging around Mini, hanging around Garrett's, trying to find picks. So Hunter and Nico, they know how to adapt to that situation. They know how to catch him out. It's a matter of just getting it locked down. And you saw last round, it was just fortunate.
Drums of war, Semler.
Okay, then.
And that's where we are. 15.
Vou copiar essa mira do Nico.
They need just a couple of more openings. Really not that much. A couple of more rounds where Nico gets the opening kill outside. We're good to go for overtime.
Não tem a opção de copiar se eu não tô jogando com ele.
At all costs. G2 are such a scary team. If you don't put them away, you might just live to regret it. Krieg, M4A1, and an AWP on the side of Heroic.
Look at that from Nico, though. Look at how fast he's down into the halls this time.
I know, he's entered right now. He's just out hunting. He wants...
Nossa, nice kill do Tez ali. Nossa, sobrou só Nico, velho.
Nico. That is a powerful setup at the ramp. Just way too many people there. Refresh has come flanking in behind to pick up that AK. Bomb is lost. Nico. How do you possibly do this?
Indeed, it's 1v2 now. Fortunately for him, he's still got a minute. This all happened very early on in the round. So he's still got a minute to work with here. And Heroic have no idea where he is on the map now. He could be anywhere. So there is the element of surprise. You can see that by
Heroic não tem ideia onde ele está. Ele poderia realmente estar em qualquer lugar, mas ele tá miado, velho, contra 2. Complicado.
No, there's the initial peak. This is where they need to put them away. Don't let G2 get back in the game, Heroic. 1 versus 2 and 30 seconds left. It is their map pick, and he's to help him, but no! Shush will take him down 16 to 12 as Heroic pick up the first map. Nuke goes the way of the Danes. It is the best of 3, of course, but what a terrific start for them.
Olhei 23/20 estava. Nico 25/18. Jogou muito, cara.
Fluke loss versus Entropic. Otherwise, it's been decisive wins on Nuke for Heroic. So it makes sense that they would pick this map to kick off the series, and it makes sense that they win.
Steven e o Thesis e o Jush. Mataram muito, cara. Estavam muito bem posicionados, fizeram muita trade. Ih, gurizada, aí complicou. Deixa eu ver aqui como é que tá o próximo mapa. Ó, foi pique da Heroic, tá explicado. Agora vem Mirage, pique da G2 e depois Inferno. Vamos aí com os desafios. Não acertei a fase das lendas por um, cara. E nem joguei com a razão. Nem pus que a Fúria ia passar também. E eu ia pôr, eu sempre ponho, cara. Navi, G2 com certeza colocaria. Nip, Vitality colocaria. Eu ia colocar a Fúria e não a Astralis. Mas aí eu ouvi o Gaules falando, não, a Astralis cresce no Major. Falei, então vou pôr que a Astralis vai passar. Ó a decepção. Caramba, por um, velho. Acertei 6 desafios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eu tenho 4 fichas. Acerte 2 palpites nas quartas de finais. Não dá pra ver aqui o que eu coloquei. Mas não carrega quando tá a partida. Aí complica, né? Tem a caixinha de adesivo já, né? Vai começar aqui o próximo mapa. Cadê? Deixa eu ver. Ah, esse aqui vai ser só depois, né? Campeões e finalistas. Vai ter grafite de todo mundo que passou aí pra final. Depois a gente pega umas. Isso aqui é da hora. O ult tá bom. Também é da hora. Legião. Tem um cara não. Não tinha. Aí, ó. Se tiver bater a meta de 150 sub, a gente faz um sorteio aqui dessa facola, hein? Ult muito bom não, mas ela é bonita, viu? Esse aqui é meu xodó. Meu xodó mesmo é essa daqui, ó. Essa aqui foi minha primeira skin top. Primeiro drop firmeza. Adesivinho da Hellraisers. Liberou já a Miras. Não, tá na nuke ainda. Não cola. Vamos fechar os tokens aqui da operação. Tô com 0. Deixa eu ir no banheiro enquanto tá na pausa. avançou. Um pouco apertou. Ela não tá nem se mexendo, tadinha. Os caras já entraram no servidor ainda não. O que ainda, meu? Libera o servidor. Ih, liberou. Ainda não. Marília.
O pessoal tirou a galera do bolso, né? Do nada.
Resgatar uma ficha, eu tenho 4. Vou pegar da além das partidas. Dust 2 Navi e Vitality. Me gusta. Quartas de final. Vou pegar essa lembrancinha aqui. Eita. Eita, vamos ver isso aqui. Será? Mirage e se empatar depois vem Inferno, hein? Vamos ver. Vou abrir essa cachola aqui. Pera aí. Será, velho? Podia vir uma. Vamos lá. Nunca tirei um item vermelho. Olha, passou um azul. Porcaria, hein? Dust 2, Navi, PGL. É sempre assim, mano. Eu sou muito azarado. Vai começar, hein?
Bora lá e bora lá.
Primeiro. Vai começar. Começou! Vai começar, eles estão preparando pro segundo mapa. E aí, Magali? E aí, Magali? Estão se arrumando, voltaram da pausa, estão aquecendo já. Bora liberar o mapa aí pra gente. Sobrou 3 fichas aqui pra mim. As 3 eu vou abrir do campeão. As 3 do campeão. Fire Mesh, dropei esses dias numa partida. Esses dias numa partidinha. Curti muito essa daqui não. O float nem é tão ruim, ó. Ela é feia mesmo. É da hora. Tava pensando em se eu pegasse um holográfico. Trocar esse aqui da minha, ó. Esse aqui é da hora também, né? Minha cara tá muito louca, velho. Vou invitar monstro. Invitar monstro. Como é que tá ali? E começou! Caraca, uma zero heróica já. E o áudio lá do narrador cagou. Tomado CT. Vai. Vamos passear, vai. Magali, você já foi? Você já foi? O que tá querendo aí agora? Você já deu um rolê, mano. Que fofa. Que hora vocês voltam?
Não, a gente não volta.
Ah, vocês vão lá pra mãe.
É. Aí
Beleza.
vocês vão pra mãe amanhã? É.
Beleza.
Acho que vai. Ô, nego.
Valeu, mano. Até amanhã, né?
É aí.
Marcou.
Rapaz. Nice HE, mano. Maneque. É, hein, rapaziada. Tá com cara de que não vai dar pra G2 não, hein. Jogou um monte. Pra morrer na praia. Olha Herói. Margot, o que foi, filha? Dezoito e 15, tô comprando. Consegui comprar ingresso pro Eternos, cara. Só queria comprar um ingresso aqui pro Eternos. Agora eu acho que eu consegui. Eu tô desmotivado com a G2. Caraca, irmão. Ih, rapaz. Já parcelar o cinema, hein? Tá caro o cinema, né? Mas... Esse daqui... Foi 30. Achar aqui os ingressos, né? Duas inteiras. Ai, se eu não quisesse tanto assistir esses filmes. Visualizador PDF. Meus ingressos. Enviar o arquivo para a Débora. E fechou, fechou, fechou. Vamos lá, G2. Bora, Nicola. Olha aí. Errou. Boa, Hunter. Ah, Huntercito. Boa, Jax. Era eu prestar atenção na partida que precisava pra vocês pontuar. Eu tinha vindo antes. Boa, guardaram. O PC já não é mais o mesmo, né? A qualidade não tá ficando tão boa, né? Como deveria ficar. Tá louco. Tá louco, tchê. Tchê, mas tava muito ruim. A galera não tava vendo CS, cara. Major.